What's up, guys? Ryan with Jet Patrol back. Another video. Hot Toys dropped some heat today. We got the Darth Maul. Ooh, that's what we're going to talk about in this video. We got a Dark Empire Luke Skywatcher. Skywatcher? That's a different thing. Skywalker. And we'll talk about that one when we get some more info. Right now, all we know is there's a sculpted version and a rooted hair version. And outside of that, we don't really know much of what's coming with. So we'll talk about that another time. And then we've got a gold chrome clone trooper, which we'll talk about that later. I want to talk about Darth Maul. Now, if you might have the previous version of the DX16 or DX17, I have the 17, which is the Darth Maul with Bloodfin, the speeder from years ago. It definitely was not perfect. It needed some improvements in areas. I thought the fabric material was a little poofy. It was a little, like, it wasn't downscaled the best, you know, especially when you compare it to products they putting out today as far as the materials go. The head sculpts were good for the time, although this new one looks, it's light years ahead of the previous versions. And then Bloodfin, which I'll be honest with you guys, my Bloodfin has been in the box for a very, very long time. It's large and it's just large. It just is. But I'm a sucker. I'm going to buy the one with Bloodfin again. So there's that. But let me know your thoughts on this new one. Let's get into the photos. I got the photos here from Hot Toys, their little blogger. Now, the previous version of Darth Maul from DX16 was about $280. The DX17 was about $405, something like that, retail. These are not DXs. I don't know what they're going to cost, but if I had to guess, I'd probably say somewhere in the ballpark of those, maybe a little higher due to inflation, economy, and cost of materials and all that kind of stuff over the years. So let's get in this. First off, we've got Darth Maul with Bloodfin looking awesome. LED functions with the speeder, looks great. LED functions with the lightsaber hilt, which we know are complete garbage because there's Photoshoppery going on in there. It just doesn't, it's not gonna look like that. But it looks cool and I dig it. There was an XM Studios Darth Maul statue of him coming over the Bloodfin with his blades out. I've been trying to buy that one forever. I've never been able to find it for a price I'm willing to pay for it. And I tried to duplicate it on the previous version of Maul that we had and never could quite get it. It just didn't quite look right. It got close, but it wasn't perfect. So maybe we'll get a better opportunity here. So here it is, Bloodfin with our Darth Maul with the Sith speeder. Bloodfin. Now, the diorama base is going to be huge. It's going to be large. Think if you own Neo from The Matrix, that base, that's essentially the same base. It's ginormous. It's going to take up a lot of room. The speeder is huge. It's going to take up a lot of room, and be mindful of that. And some of the parts are going to be fragile, like the handlebars are fragile, the foot pedals are a little fragile, so you can be careful with that. But at least it does have USB functions this time, so that's cool. The previous version didn't have any light-up functions. It was just plastic with some stickers. So this is definitely an improvement. However, these head sculpts are more than enough reason to upgrade your Darth Maul. Whichever version you got, Clone Wars 1, animated version, whatever. All the versions of Darth Maul, you got that. And so we've got two newly developed head sculpts, separate rolling eyes. They look great. Again, it's not a DX figure, it's just a standard figure, rolling eyes. So I dig that very much. These two new head sculpts look miles ahead of the previous versions. And somebody's really trying to get a hold of me. And it's a telemarketer, so they're just gonna have to wait. This looks way better. So pretty excited about this one. There is a comparison shot of this one between the DX16 and 17 sculpts. We'll look at that in just a little bit. Here's Maul on Bloodfin. If I remember correctly, it wasn't the easiest to pose on that particular vehicle, but we'll see. It's probably gonna be the same body, same everything. And this is what I'm talking about, previous version with the material being a little poofy. Even right here, this seems a little poofy to me. But we'll see in hand. It seems a little poofy. Wired tabards going on here. He looks great, right? Double bent elbows, double bent knees. Looks great. It looks like to me, this still has the magnetic function, so the heads are gonna be on magnets with a magnetic post into the neck. So posing in it, you should be able to get some pretty good poses, if not even some weird ones if you really want to. So I dig that. The skirt area, if you will, those are wired. You can see it right there, that's wired, so that looks pretty good. This head sculpt looks quite amazing. The eyes The paint applications, the texture is so much better than the previous versions, which we'll see in just a minute. The improvement from this one over the last one, it's not even fair. It's bad. So there's the angry sculpt. Here's the more sinister, serious sculpt. And because these are magnetic, you can switch these between your Mauls and you can put them on different, that's cool. Put them on, let's see, let me back up foot here. Put this on Clone Wars Maul fighting Ahsoka. Put this on your solo Maul. I don't know. You could switch them between. It's a thing. It looks so good. That's sinister. It looks fantastic. I cannot wait. So I'm gonna fast forward through some of these photos. You can go to their Facebook page. You can look at all this stuff. There's a lot. Let's go here. I want to get to. That looks pretty good too. I want to get to here. So DX16 on and 17 on the left, and the new ones on the right. Not even fair. Now, the first thing I want to note is obviously the shape of the skull. Completely different. The shape of the head, wide, bulbous and wide from the Hot Toys on the previous version. The new one's more slender, more animated Maul-like, more solo Maul-like. It looks great. So that's first. The shape looks way better on this one. In addition to that, if you look on the previous DX16, 17, it looks like how they did the tattoos, or markings, if you will, is they actually sculpted in like tracer lines into the sculpt. And it doesn't look as good if you go from there to go to here. Like this is more natural, it's more how it's supposed to look versus here where they just went heavy with that. And it appears, and it's hard to say, based on the photo, it appears that the new one is more, the paint application is more matte. You see more of the light bouncing off the previous version, looks more plasticky. The new one looks more, well, it looks more lifelike. So there's that. That looks amazing. I definitely prefer the new sculpts over the old sculpts in like 100%. Like there are no complaints whatsoever with that. I think they look great. And I love the new angry sculpt versus the previous angry sculpt. It's just when you get something updated and you go back and you look at the old one, you're like, I really like that, but damn, this is nice. That's where we're at. So I'm for it. I'm going to get the deluxe and get all the stuff. So here's what you got. You got the blood fin. If you want that version, you don't have to get that one. LED functions powered by USB. You get 2 new sculpts. You get the droid probe. You get the LED lightsabers. That you got to have that. And you get the macro binoculars and all the good stuff, right? However, if you want to be the uber Star Wars fan and you just want to have the best of the best, then you've got to get the event exclusive commemorative coins. You got to. And if you really want to do that, if you want to just go all out, you got to get both sets. You got to get the red coin and the gold coin. And if you don't, then you're not a real Star Wars collector. Because you got to have the coins. I don't understand the coin thing. It's weird. Whatever. It's strange. I don't know. What are your thoughts on this? Are you happy that Hot Toys is doing a Phantom Menace Maul? What else from the Phantom Menace would you like to see? Another Qui-Gon? Certainly a Padawan Kenobi. Certainly that. I love, a young Anakin. That would be great. Another Padme. Queen Amidala. Jar Jar. Say no more. Senator Palpatine. All the stuff. Give me all the stuff. I'm ready. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. If you haven't already subscribed, hit the button. As always, click what you like. See you next time.